G'day guys, welcome to our very first Hero Wars League official video. Thanks for watching, my name is Nomad and today I'd like to take the time to run you all through some of the basics about Hero Wars League. Firstly, what is Hero Wars League? Well, Hero Wars is a game that was originally created in 2005 on Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. Generally speaking, Hero Wars is a MOBA, but unlike most MOBA games, it incorporates other elements besides just heroes and items. The basics are, it's a 1v1 to 5v5 MOBA in which both teams have to progress the field to destroy an enemy altar, very similar to other games such as League of Legends, Dota 2. Now, within the game itself, you can do other things, like build your own set of towers to help defend your altar. Again, different to other MOBAs. You can create unique units to help repair towers and do other things like go on attack with these units. There are items, just like any other MOBA, that can be purchased for up to 6 inventory slots, and you can upgrade your hero's stats by purchasing things called tomes, which I'll get to in more detail about later. Every 5 minutes, the game will pause for a duel. Dueling is something very unique to Hero Wars. It's basically incorporating a battle arena style game into a MOBA. There are two kinds of duels, 1v1 duels and 2v2 duels. For every duel, players from each team are selected at random to go into the arena and have 2 minutes to try to defeat the enemy. Winning a duel can advance you and your team as it rewards 600 gold to each winning dueler. Tactics on how not to lose a duel are just as effective, if not more important, than tactics to just win a duel, given you may not always be in a position to kill the other players, but if you can survive the 2 minutes and avoid feeding, this can go a long way to helping your team win the game.
Sounds interesting. $4 on. Okay. You asked for it. Entering into violence.
Now, as a match progresses, there are levels of play that occur over time. At each level, at the 12-minute mark, 18-minute mark, 24-minute mark, and 30-minute mark, players will gain access to create and utilize different towers, units, and troop sends. Now, I've touched on towers and units a little bit, but let me quickly talk you through troops and troop sends to give you the basic rundown on these. Troops spawn periodically from the start of the match. They're very weak and provide income every time a troop dies. The income is shared across the team regardless of who kills it. Now, teams have options throughout the match to do a couple of things with these troops. They can elect to upgrade the troops at cost of gold. Doing this 12 times will drastically increase the power of the troops and can tactically be a very good strategy. Players can also send troops. There are a whole bunch of different kinds of sends that you can elect to summon to push at your enemies. Again, costing gold, but this can be very effective if used tactically. Okay guys, here's some footage that I've recorded earlier from a 2v2 match that I want to use as a little bit of a tutorial to teach you guys what to do at the start of a match. Here you can see it's a 2v2 match, we've got our two heroes, and immediately after selecting them, we run them out the right hand side portal. We then move down to the frontline towers before our troops reach the frontline tower line. The reason we want to do this is so that we're ready there to get experience as soon as troops start battling at the midline. The next step, we go to our shrine. We click on it and we produce what's called a peon. We use this peon to build a bank with the first 600 gold we earn in the game. These peons cost 100 gold, so you're going to need 700 gold to be able to build the peon and produce the bank. However, you can build the peon at the start of the match. You start off the match with 250 gold. Banking is critical. The longer you leave a bank from going up, the less gold you'll earn. Banking earns you extra gold over time. It's something you want to put up at the start of the game, and it is something that you want to protect. Every time the other team destroys your bank, you're going to have to spend another 600 gold to rebuild it. It's going to cost you a lot of money, and your stats are going to fall behind. Think of it like a mini base. You want to protect this thing. Okay, we're getting ready to build our banks. As you can see, I've got 300 plus gold on me now, and we're just having a little bit of a look at their heroes. We're getting a feel for what they're trying to do, if they're trying to attack us before we bank, and they're probably doing the same thing. It's a little bit of a waiting game right now as we wait for our gold. There are things we could do tactically here to try to wipe them out before they can build their banks. Neither side are looking to play that strategy. I come back to my peon and I look to build a bank. So here I go building my bank right now, and now as soon as that bank's finished building, I'll be earning more money. Another thing I like to do is I like to auto repair on my peon and I like to patrol him around my bank. That way, late game, if a player runs upfield and starts hitting my bank, my peon will automatically start repairing it. You don't have to do that. That's just something I personally prefer to do. Okay, so we keep selecting our abilities as we're leveling up here. Banks are up. We know that they've likely built their banks. And now it's a bit of a cat and mouse game. We know that there's a duel coming in about a minute, and we need to set ourselves up for that. It's a 2v2 duel. So we start nuking at Fade. We're trying to kill him and make him lose 200 gold and potentially gain 200 for getting the last hit. He manages to survive with a little bit of health, and now he plays smart and sits back. However, he's got a little bit of an issue. He can't get up the field now to buy items without dying to our abilities, so we can go over and start buying things. You can see here I choose to buy Slippers of Agility. What these do is give me extra stats compared to Toming for the first duel. They're cheap. You don't keep them in your inventory permanently. You'll buy these and you might hold them for 5 or 10 minutes and you'll slowly start selling them off as you need stronger items later in the game. They're the first item I've elected to go for. You can see here I'm still trying to hit Fade. He's trying to get in to buy his items. I'm trying to pick at him. I get him with my 2 spells, but not enough damage is dealt. He just survives and I now have to pull back because that tower's hitting me hard. He can get in and he just manages to get his items. There's not enough time for me to get back into my base, so I elect to go with a second lot of healing wards, as you can see in my inventory there. Now let's watch how this duel plays out. If you recall before, earlier in the video, we talked about duels and how it's just as important to make sure you're ready to survive a duel as it is to try to win the duel. Hence why I've got that second set of healing wards, because that's a critical item for staying alive. Healing wards are one of the items that you at least need one of in your inventory at all times. If you're going to be playing Hero Wars, get used to buying healing wards. Okay, the duel starts here. We quickly hit some damage on Grey. However, Yellow's ability Sleep becomes really helpful for him in this duel, keeping me away from getting that nuke on Grey. The only way I can wake up here is Orange has to come out and attack me to wake me from sleep. Every time he does it, though, Yellow's just putting me back to sleep, making it very difficult to get to Grey. Grey's playing it smart, staying away from Orange and healing up on a healing ward, allowing him to stay in the fight for longer. This goes on for a while here. He just delays the inevitable, but staying alive for those extra critical seconds can be the difference between us killing both of their heroes and winning the duel, and not. To win the duel, we have to kill both the heroes. So you don't get any gold if you only kill one. So still, he's half health. Yellow's playing this well, sleeping. I'm trying to get my nukes off. OJ's trying to keep me awake. And we're slowly picking away at Grey, but those healing wards are just keeping him alive, delaying the duel. They've now lasted over a minute. He's still alive. Another thing to take into consideration is the levels of our heroes. You can see that Orange and Yellow are 2 levels above me and Fade, as Fade just drops there. That's because they've got abilities that they want to have for this duel. One in particular for Yellow is Reincarnation. By having that level 6, as you see here, he's going to die, but he's going to come back to life with full health. That's the difference between us winning this duel and losing this duel. Little tactics like this means that we might not be able to kill him and get an extra 600 gold per player, and that could be the difference between these guys sustaining field and winning the game in the long run. So watch this play out now. They've used all their healing wards, but that extra little bit of time wasted by Grey running around with their wards, that reincarnation spell by getting to level 6 by Yellow, and he's going to survive the duel with not much health, but that doesn't matter. He did not feed 600 gold to each of our heroes. Now I want to roll to the next clip. I want to talk a little bit more about items. As I said before, I had those early items that I bought, the Slippers of Agility. They're not there forever. They're not permanent. You can see here a bit of a team fight going on. We've got them weak. Grey's going to have to push back because it's now 2-on-1 as Yellow was almost dead, and I elect to start buying items. The first item I buy is an item called Wizard's Wand. If you've got magic ability spells, this is a very powerful item to buy. It will increase the damage of your magic-powered attack significantly. However, you need to tome intelligence to make this work. It's a risk I take with this hero, given he's an agility hero, but I want those spells. The second item I bought there was Boots of Speed. That's another essential item, and as what you're going to see in this clip here, I upgrade those Boots of Speed by buying Legion Doomhorn. That turns the Boots of Speed into Holy Boots, giving me my maximum movement speed I can have for the game. Another clip here, I elect to buy what's called Anti-Magic Shell. Another critical item. There's no Hero Wars match you'll play in where you won't at some point need to buy this item. I've bought it late specifically for this game because I didn't have too much magic attack to hit me with. However, most matches you will be buying this item a lot earlier. It's a critical item, get used to buying it. If you're going to start playing Hero Wars, it will save your life. Okay guys, now I just want to spend a minute to explain toming. Toming's a critical part of the game and you'll need to understand how this works to play Hero Wars. Toming is spending money at the tome shop inside your base to level up your attributes. You can tome up strength, agility, and intelligence. All tomes can be bought one stat at a time or in stats of 5 for no extra cost differential. Intelligence is the cheapest tome, costing 80 gold per tome. Strength will cost you 100 per tome, and then agility will cost you the most at 120 per tome. Now to save money, players could also elect to tome all 3 stats evenly by buying the red tome called Tome of Power. This will give 2 stats for each attribute for 100 gold and will save you money if you need to level up all stats. Finally, there is a tome called Tome of Experience available in the shop, which you can purchase to speed up leveling up your hero. Especially helpful for the first duel if you've got a hero with an ability that you're gonna need for that first duel. So that's it for now guys, thanks for watching. As I said, just a real basic tutorial to help give all you newer players an understanding of the game. I'm open to making some more videos with some more advanced tactics on attacking, defending, some other stuff like hero guides and other cool things. If you've got any ideas, suggestions for videos, please let me know in the comments section, or alternatively, visit our website, www.herowarsleague.com. You can also find our Discord channel info from there. If you like this video, please click the like button, and while you're at it, why not subscribe to our channel, as we'll be updating this game frequently and adding lots of new videos. Thanks again for watching, I'm Nomad, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.